position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Diggs. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be third and long. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Diggs. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Rebels send out the punt unit. First part was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Makes a catch at the 10. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Right back to it. Shows him the stiff arm. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Vols want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plows through the defense. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. To the air, it's Aguilar. And they can't make the play on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. To throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Got it behind the line. It's Diggs. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option to give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Bishop. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Big Orange churning out those 1st downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver receiver. The timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Wallace. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. Smashes through, just dismissing tackles. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Works the middle of the field. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for room, it's Bishop. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Might as well give it to him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fit.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, and now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Gives it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and you just see how everybody was impressed. When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-to-one.
He's looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They kick it away on fourth down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's dribbling. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. On the ground, it's Lacey. He breaks a tackle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll keep it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
grabbed in the backfield. It's Wallace. There he goes. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Off play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it along the sideline.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. You do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the play.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Let's it go to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Vols backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. On the run, it's Thomas. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Snagged in the middle, it's Matthews. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Ready to go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They boot it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the left side. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And this to tie things up in the final minute. He slides that just inside the right upright. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waiting seconds to tie it up.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking for space, it's Thomas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The give on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the draw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness, and I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Wide receiver going in motion. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And these jet sweeps used to be plays where you ran to try to trick them and get out wide and make big plays. But now, short yardage situations, you start to pack it in tight. Okay, I'll go out wide. I'll pick up my 5 to 10 yards and make it easy and get me a 1st down.
Send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown ball! They strike first in overtime.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
To the air on 1st down. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now.
Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College